So welcome to Spreadsheet 2, that's Information Processing 2080. We're looking this time at topic 3.7, look up data using a formula. So, to use this most effectively, we're going to have our data sorted. So we're going to give it a header row, sort by column A. And now the VLOOKUP is a vertical lookup function. So let's say we want to find Donald's mark. We want to look through the entire range. And then the index is where we're looking for it. So let's say if we look it up in column 1, that gives us Donald. If we look it up in column 3, where it found Donald, it's now giving us column 3 data. That's the mark. If our key is 2, or the index is 2, then it gives us the last name, Blake. So what we're doing is looking down that left-hand column for anything that fits this. So if we write Donald here, and change this first VLOOKUP to this particular cell, then we could change what we're looking up. I accidentally typed a 3 there when I went for enter. So it finds Donald Blake. If we change it again to the 3, it finds his mark. But this is a sorted list. What happens if we put in a name that's not here? So let's say a name between Donald and Henry. It still gives us Donald's mark. But that's not just a holdover. If we put in a name between Janet and Tony, so let's say Sam, it's now giving us Janet's mark. So by default, VLOOKUP is looking for a sorted list. So it has that is sorted. It assumes that parameter is true. And what that means is, while it's checking this index, if it doesn't find an exact match, you'll use the last one on the list before it. So you can have something keyed for whether they're in the 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. If you want anything in the 20s to have the same result, you just search, or you put 20 in your lookup table, and then even if you're looking at 25, it'll find that 20, but cut it off before 30. So here Sam comes alphabetically before Tony, but after Janet. So it gives us Janet's 72. If it's not sorted, if we set that to false, well then there is no Sam on the list. And it will only produce an exact match. So again, that VLOOKUP function, first you tell it what you're looking for. You give it the entire range of data that's required. It will always search that first column in that range for the thing you're looking for. Then you tell them which column number to report on. So you could find a match in column 1 and produce the results in column 3, and you have to tell it whether or not the list is sorted. Being careful to notice that if it's not a sorted list, you must have an exact match. If you have an unsorted list, or if you have a sorted list, then it will find that or lower. It's like the price is right. That high, but not higher.